So PFF recently posted a graphic on their Twitter page, and I'll show it on the screen. The free agency, I believe they called it the free agency grades for the NFC South, and they gave the Falcons, Panthers, and Bucks a B, and then they gave the Saints a C. And, usually I don't get into things like this, but I mean, I'm just thinking like, okay, I mean, what is their thinking here? Like, so let's see. Let's go through the Panthers. The Panthers, I can kind of understand. Okay, B, I'm cool with that with the Panthers, right? They picked up Adam Thielen. He might have some juice left. DJ Chark's a good, solid receiver. Miles Sanders, solid running back. Hayden Hurst, good tight end. Von Bell, we all know about Von Bell. And let's see, Andy Dalton. I mean, whatever. They're gonna draft a quarterback. Dalton won't be starting. But they did, I don't know if they're counting like all the free agency signings, who they lost. But I mean, they did acquire the first round pick, so that's pretty huge. But they also lost, DJ Moore, who's an awesome receiver. But like I said, Panthers, okay, I get it. They get a B, cool. And I'm looking at the Bucks, or I'm looking at the Falcons rather. They re-signed their tackle McGarry, who is a really solid player. Jesse Bates, they signed a good safety. They signed Onyemata, who, let's be honest, hasn't been the same player since his PED suspension. Mac Hollins, good solid receiver. And Caden Ellis, we all know Caden Ellis, breakout player for the Saints last year. Was bummed we couldn't keep him around, but, we can't pay everybody. They got a B as well from PFF, which, cool. Solid players, Bates, McGarry, re-signing him. Caden Ellis, cool, right. I'm cool with them having a B. The Bucks is where it kind of gets a little. I mean, if you're going to give the Saints a C, I feel like you have to give the Bucks a C here. So their signings, basically, I'm not naming every single team signing, by the way, just like kind of the highlights of them. Chase Edmonds, the running back. Okay, you lose Fournette, you get Chase Edmonds. Okay, re-sign Levante David. Great player. Cool, but I mean, he's kind of, whatever. And you lose Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, and you replace him with Baker Mayfield. Okay, that deserves a B. And then they gave the Saints a C. And obviously I'm biased, right? But the Saints signed the touchdown leader last year with Jamal Williams, rushing touchdown leader last year, Jamal Williams. Okay, he had like 17 gazillion touchdowns. And they signed their franchise quarterback. No matter what you think about Carr, yes, he is a franchise quarterback. I mean, personally, I feel like those picks alone, and also they were able to work out a deal with Michael Thomas to get him to stay on the team because a couple months ago he was not going to be on the team, this upcoming year. So those three things alone, I mean, I feel like at least deserve a B if the Buccaneers were given a B. That's not even mentioned re-signing Jawan Johnson, who's going to have a huge year with Carr, by the way, because Carr loves tight ends. Lonnie Johnson Jr., really solid DB. Abram, good box safety, in running situations. Re-signed Malcolm Roach, who is a really good young player, in my opinion. Kalen Saunders. Obviously, we needed DTs because we let Onyemata, we let Davenport go. We needed defensive line help, and we got that with Shepard and Saunders. Saunders, is a quicker type. He's going to be really useful with us. He's exactly the type of tackle that the Saints need because last year they really struggled with like zone-based running teams, and Saunders is the fast, switchy type that can, beat the offensive lineman and hold that gap integrity. And, just a really good signing right there. I won't go too in-depth on that. But, like I said, the Derek Carr and Jamal Williams signings, to me, I mean, you sign your franchise quarterback and your potential starting running back if Kamara gets suspended. But, whatever. Not a huge deal. Just thought it was odd that, the Bucks get a B, but the Saints get a C. I'm not into the conspiracy theories, but I mean, come on now, you know. But you know, the Panthers, Falcons, cool. They did have some good signings. I ain't gonna be that big of a hater, all right. But if you're gonna give the Bucks a B, you got to give the Saints at least a B. Um, but you know, it is what it is. Appreciate y'all watching.